We're so excited about this film. It is called 30 Things You Don't Know About Me. So before we start, I just want to say that I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel if you love things about healthy living, naturally healing yourself, anything to do with mental health and bipolar and lithium. What's that other stuff? That horrible stuff, olanzapine. Yeah, and just like living in France, subscribe, press the red button if you like any of those wonderful things that I just mentioned. Comment below which one was your favourite. That's what I want to know. Now you're going to have to get all the way to number 30 to find out what my biggest dream is. So watch all the way through and I'll see you at the end. So let's get started. Number 1. I built an 18-foot yurt in the woods using hand tools and a power drill, and that was pretty much it. That took me about 2 years. Pretty amazing project, and I completely adored it. Number 2. I sailed from UK shores across the North Sea, past loads of oil rigs to northern Germany. Pretty cool, hey? Number 3. I got locked in a toilet when I was 3 years old on a ski resort, and my mum didn't find me till quite a few hours later at someone else's house who had saved me. It was quite traumatic for the family. Number 4. When I was a teenager, right up until age 15, I used to row single and double sculls on the River Thames, and I got quite a few medals for that. I enjoyed that sport a lot. Number 5. I was 3 months premature, that's 12 weeks early. So my mum had a really short pregnancy and I popped out, tiny little thing I was. Number 6. This one was my daughter's suggestion, and she said, "Oh, remember, Mummy, when most Christmases we go into local woods and forests and we basically cut down our own branches from trees, like wiggly pretty ones, and we use that as our Christmas tree and we hang our decorations on that instead of going to buy an expensive Christmas tree and killing a tree each year." This is one of my favourite facts. Number 7. My French granny cooked up my pet hen for dinner, and I must tell you, I didn't eat it. Poor little hen. It was really upsetting for me and my sister. Number 13. My first ever job, apart from babysitting, I don't think that counts. When I was 13, I used to clean the toilets of a toilet block, well, the whole toilet block really, in the local marina right near where I used to live. Number 9. Before I met my husband, I used to be a bit of a serial monogamist, as I call it. I had 4 boyfriends in a row, one after the other, and each one was 1 year long. Yeah, a bit of a pattern there. And then when I met my husband, that all stopped. Number 10. I have a fashion degree from Winchester School of Art, and in the last year my collection was chosen to go to Graduate Fashion Week in London, so it was on the catwalk, and that was really exciting, and I was so pleased to get there. It was such an event and an amazing moment in my life. My collection was all black, red and white and very chic and ladylike, and used kind of wool and silk and high quality materials, and there were cat suits and dresses and all sorts of wonderful pieces of clothing in that collection. Crazy 3 years of my life, but I think I learned a lot from being at university. That's for sure. Number 11. This one is a little bit intriguing and possibly quite surprising. That I have actually been a life model for different art groups and sculptors and different artists. I used to do it quite a bit. It was like one of my main jobs when I was making the yurt, but it's good money. Good money. Number 12. I haven't used deodorant for over 10 years. Guess what? I don't really smell. I just wash, I shower every morning, and that works beautifully. Number 13. I like to chant Om when no one is listening. Very powerful and amazing yoga technique for any kind of mental health issues, and just generally kind of grounding and coming back to your centre and finding union with you and the universe in you. I'm going nuts, aren't I? Just having fun with this. I hope you're enjoying it. Number 14. So, you know Taylor Swift, that singer? Well, we bought her album last birthday for my daughter and we played it incessantly at the beginning. And now I know all of the words to that particular album. I think it's called Rebellion or something like that, I'm not sure. And the one with Gorgeous on it. And Gorgeous is my favourite song, and it kind of reminds me of kind of feelings and things that I used to have with different unrequited love experiences that I had as a teenager. So I just find it really funny, and it goes ding a couple of times in the song, and I really love that. Number 15. I rarely listen to or read or have much to do with general news, whether it's to do with my own country or world news. I think we finally figured out why, me and my husband, and at the moment I kind of feel like it's to do with just a general feeling of intense sadness and that the world is in such dire straits, and I kind of like to not remind myself of that too often. It just makes me feel sad. And I suppose I'm trying to feel less sad. So if I don't listen to it, then I generally feel a lot more upbeat and happy on a day-to-day basis. So that's the truth. There we go. There you have it. Number 16. My party trick is, are you ready for it? Doing a back bend from standing. That's right, I can do one of those. Number 17. I went back to my old secondary school as a teacher to teach for 4 years. A lot of people thought that was a bit weird. Loads of my old teachers were there teaching still, and I said hello to them in the staff room. And yeah, quite an experience, I must say. A memorable experience, those 4 years of my life. Number 18. My daughter was born via C-section the day before my birthday, so I was in hospital on my birthday having just had her. Number 19. I will be 38 years old on my next birthday in March. And it was really funny the other day. I went on a bus to Saint-Giron and the guy said, are you under 25? You know, because you get a different price if you're under 25. And I was thinking, blimey, that's quite something. So young looking. This one is for you coffee addicts out there. So this is number 20. I haven't drunk coffee for 16 years. Maybe about 5 years ago I might have had like a little sip, but now I just don't even do that anymore, especially as my husband doesn't drink coffee now either, so I don't get those lovely smells to entice me. But yeah, I just have like the most crazy symptoms where my heart just beats so fast and I can't cope with the overstimulation. And I had a huge scare when I was about 21, 22 of drinking this hugely strong coffee, and literally for 2 days I was like out. I couldn't communicate with other people in a normal way. My heart wouldn't slow down, and I was trying to teach on sailing boats in the Caribbean, so I was probably a bit dehydrated anyway, and it just completely went wrong. So that scared me enough to discontinue taking alcohol. Alcohol? No, coffee. Number 21. Talking about alcohol, this is related to that. I totally love dancing, and I can dance for hours at a time without drinking 1 drop of alcohol. I just love dancing. I love moving. I love feeling the beat in my body, and that just kind of gives me so much energy just to carry on, especially if I love the music. If I don't love the music, then it's not so easy. Like proper cheese, I can't stand. Number 22. When I was 13, I started practicing yoga, and when I was 15, I started practicing meditation using a tape while lying down in my bed in a nice, relaxed, cozy atmosphere. 7 years ago, I became a yoga teacher, and I do have Yoga Joe channel, which you can type in, and that talks all about yoga, if you're interested. Number 23. I lived in Cambridge for 1 year, and in that year I was able to hold down 5 part-time jobs all at the same time. Pretty crazy, hey? But I managed it, just about. I think it was pretty stressful, but I did it. You're gonna love number 24. So, I did a ski season in Méribel. While I was there wasn't really a proper bedroom for me to sleep in. So me and my boyfriend at the time were in this basement room that was basically just breeze blocks all the way around, no window. And I think he, if I remember rightly, around the walls put up some of that kind of slatted wood, so it felt a bit more like we were in a chalet. And in the corner of the room there was a water pump that was getting rid of the water that would kind of come in to the chalet, so that was just going all the time, and we had to sleep with that on. And his camp bed was like this and mine was like a bit lower. It was like the worst sleeping arrangement ever. Number 25, me and my husband, we love dancing Lindy Hop and tango together. 26, I lived in a van with my family for 12 whole weeks, and 2 of those weeks was in our garden in this house where we live now, because we weren't ready to move in because we didn't have beds yet in the house. Number 27, I don't eat baguettes, cheese or meat, and yet we decided to move to France to come and live here. Crazy, but true. Number 28, for 10 years of my life, 5 days a week, I cycled to and from work. Pretty good, hey? I'm a eco-friendly, sustainable chick, me. That's me. 29, I have taken, twice in my life, magic mushrooms. Once it kind of didn't do much at all, and the other time was kind of funny. Don't tell anyone. And number 30, I'm leaving the best till last. It's one of my life dreams, so I'm going to tell you that now. You ready? My dream is to live in an off-grid home that's straw bale with its own source water coming in, so it comes out through the taps, through the showers, and I can have the most refreshing, nourishing water experiences on a day-to-day basis. And I don't even have to pay for it. How cool would that be? I hope you enjoyed my 30 things you never knew about me. Don't forget to tell me which was your favourite out of all of the things you didn't know about me, and write that in the comments below. Click subscribe if you liked this kind of film and want to hear more about me in the future. If you loved this film, then please share it. Don't forget to share to your friends, to your loved ones, to people you think this kind of thing would be interesting for. See you again soon for another update on Joanna Nahum's channel. Bye! Do you like my top? It's from Mexico. Okay, I think I need to calm down a bit. Are you ready? I lived my 30, what is it? That you never knew about me.